official archives.
Let's go to that clip. This is the clip of Jane Stanley of BBC World reporting the collapse of the Second World Trade Center building approximately 26 minutes prematurely. While Stanley spoke, viewers could see the still standing tower in the background. This actually isn't the Second World Trade Tower building. This is building number 7.
Details are very, very sketchy. There's almost a sense downtown in New York behind me, down by the World Trade Centers, of just an area completely closed off as the rescue workers try to do their job. But this isn't the first building that has suffered as a result. We know that part of the Marriott Hotel next to the World Trade Center also collapsed as a result of this huge amount of falling debris from 110 floors of the two Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. As you can see behind me, the Trade Center appears to be still burning. We see these huge clouds of smoke and ash, and we know that behind that there's an empty piece of what was a very familiar New York skyline.
For the record, the BBC publicly stated it's not part of any conspiracy and nobody told them what to say on September 11th. Talk about, Brewster, the clip's significance, especially as you're talking about those who question the official version of 9/11.
It was a fascinating thing to see it unfold. This was years afterwards, and people were looking for evidence and records, and the BBC's archive didn't have a copy of this, as I said. And so when this came up and we put it up on the net, there was a great deal of interest in this clip, and a lot of discussion around where did it really come from and how did we know. So this community was asking us very difficult but proper questions like, who are you, this Internet archive, and can you be trusted? And can this clip be seen as not doctored? And how do you know it was broadcast at any particular time? So we went back to the original tapes and showed that we laid down a particular time track that matched the other channels, so that we believed that it was recorded at that particular time. And this was going back and forth on the forums on the Internet Archive. And I guess it really dawned on me that we've reached a new age when somebody was really thoughtfully trying to figure out, is this a valid clip, and wrote to me an email and said, well, anybody on that forum can say they're Brewster, but are you really the Brewster Kahle that is running the Internet Archive? And I wrote back and said, yes, I was, and that is a valid, I did write those posts. But the idea of provenance and trustability is so malleable at this point, and having institutions and third parties that you can trust with the record, I think, is a very important part in showing the value of television archives that are available to the general public, is something that we must do to be able to have an open democracy.
We're going to break and then come back. Our guests are the digital archivists Brewster Kahle and Rick Prelinger. This is Democracy Now! We'll be back with them in a minute.